Can you give a couple of examples of where, outside of even Incellerate knowing, the customer, because they have this power in their hands, has done some really cool stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we've have 2 lenders I know that integrated to their own proprietary POS and LOS systems without us even being involved, just using our APIs. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that we did that. We had one of our lenders, which was pretty interesting. What happens is they use our telephony suite, so all the phone calls come through our platform. We have all the call recordings. They have those call recordings go into a call recording service, like an AI engine that listens to every single one of those calls and listens for the name, looks at the phone number. It checks in real time, does that name and person exist in our system? If it doesn't, it creates that record. If it does, and let's say it doesn't have the home address, and on the phone call, the person gave you the home address, it automatically puts it in there.
Wow.
So they have this whole integration where it's just going behind and managing their sales team and filling out lead records and updating records if they don't update records all through. We had a lender who built their own like pricing engine, and they integrate through our platform, and they're able to do pricing through our platform. And I was like, wow, that's pretty clever. There's a lot of things that lenders are able to kind of set up and do, build on their own.
Well, and I think the key there is lenders need to look at this new technology like the Incellerate platform. You don't have to be handcuffed by old antiquated technology that was built 20, 25 years ago. And just because somebody put a new GUI wrapper on it, it doesn't mean that the technology is new and updated, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we play a hub for a lot of our lenders because we can integrate to other platforms very easily. So if you have 5 or 6 different pieces of software, instead of trying to have, 25 everyone's integrated to one another, they're all integrate together. You just do the integration to Incellerate. And inside Incellerate, we have something called an expression engine that allows you to build rules and logic of what happens. Hey, so if this data comes over, you're looking for this data, and what are the rules? If it does this, you do what? If it does, above, below this, whatever, all these different, look up this information, add it to this. We have an engine that allows you to then say, what do you want these other systems to do? So if someone calls in, and you may want your servicing platform updated with the call record. Okay, we can do that. So the call into the phone system, we know what's going on. We then update this other system, tell your servicing platform that a call was made. Things like that, whereas you don't have to do the integration yourself individually.
So powerful, Josh. What's the best way if somebody wants to take a look at this and they want to understand more about APIs and webhooks and microservices? They want to actually see a Swagger account. How can they do that with you and with the Incellerate team?
So if you want to look at our APIs and sit down and meet with us, just you go to our website, ask for a demo. And, basically, we'll bring a data engineer on the call, and we'll actually show you the webhooks, the APIs, how they work. And you can go and actually just look at our Swagger account. It's online, so it's not hard to find. And we give you access to that as well. And you can see all the public APIs. And then you can compare that to the competitors out there and, other technology providers. And, you'll start getting an understanding of who's really giving you access to the data and who's, really going to be able to move it. And that in the future, this is all data, right? So we're moving to paperless everything. We're verification of employment's being immediate. Why? Well, it's done through data. Appraisal waivers are done through data. It's all done through data. So you really have to be on a platform that really can manage data better than your competitors.
Fantastic, Josh. I love talking to you because you actually give concrete examples of what innovation actually looks like. Thank you so much for being a guest on today's episode.
Thanks, Michael.